Hello everyone, welcome back to Danish Learning Wala. I am Dr. Danish Ali Mazhar and today we are going to discuss a topic that affects almost everyone at some point in life, overcoming procrastination. Whether you are a student, a professional, an entrepreneur or a lifelong learner, the procrastination can hold you back from achieving your goal. In this conversation, I will be asking ChatGPT some practical questions about why we procrastinate, how it impacts our life and best strategies to overcome it. So let's begin our discussion. My question number one is, what is procrastination and why do many people struggle with it?
Yes. So procrastination is basically putting off tasks that you know you should be doing, even when you fully intend to do them later. It's rarely simple laziness. More often, it's a coping thing. People tend to avoid uncomfortable emotions like fear, anxiety, boredom, or perfectionism. The brain temporarily
What are the most common causes of procrastination?
the brain grabs relief by switching to tasks that feel safer or more predictable, even if that's just scrolling on your phone. Making the task clear, small, and doable helps break that cycle.
How can we tell difference between procrastinations and simply taking a healthy break?
The big ones are fear, like fear of failing or fear of success and the pressure it brings. Perfectionism is another, waiting for the right time, so you never actually begin. Sometimes it's low energy or unclear steps, like when the task feels vague or overwhelming. And then our mood takes the wheel. If we're tired, anxious, or demotivated, it's easy to put off things.
What are the negative effects of procrastination on personal and professional lives?
If the break is intentional, you know when it ends and you return feeling more refreshed. That's a healthy break. Procrastination feels more like guilt, like you drift into the break without deciding to, and it doesn't really restore you. Healthy breaks are energizing and guilt free.
Why do people often procrastinate even when they know the task is important?
It chips away at confidence. Deadlines get tight, stress builds, and the quality of work or study suffers. Over time, it can lead to burnout because you're constantly cramming or rushing instead of working at a steady pace. In your personal life, it can strain relationships if commitments slip or you feel constantly stressed. In professional settings, it can stall career growth because missed opportunities add up. It's not just about lost time, but also increased anxiety and that nagging sense of not living up to my potential.
How does fear of failure contribute to procrastination?
Because importance doesn't always override emotion. If a task stirs up fear, anxiety, boredom, or perfectionism, the brain leans towards short term relief. So even smart, capable people put off important things, especially if the task feels overwhelming or too big and not broken into steps. That's why clarity plus small doable actions is the antidote. It
Can perfectionism actually make people procrastinate? If so, how?
Yeah. So fear of failure can make a task feel threatening, even if the threat is mostly emotional. You might think, if I don't start, I can't fail. So you delay starting. It's a protective move, but it usually just backfires. Deadlines loom larger and anxiety gets stronger. Breaking tasks into tiny steps and focusing on progress rather than being perfect really helps lower the fear and motion. Even a small step tends to shrink the fear over time.
What are some practical techniques to stop procrastinating and start taking action?
Absolutely. So perfectionists can wait for the perfect conditions, the perfect plan, or the perfect mood, which means they don't start or they restart over and over. That perfectionism turns into to delay because they they keep uh, um, they keep adjusting instead of finishing. And sometimes they avoid starting altogether because the idea of anything less than flawless feels unacceptable.
How can break large tasks into smaller steps improve productivity?
A few that work well are the 5 minute start, where you commit to just 5 minutes of the task. Once you begin, momentum usually kicks in. Another is time blocking. You schedule a specific time slot and treat it like an appointment. Reducing friction also helps.
What role does time management play in overcoming procrastination?
Small steps lower overwhelm, give quick wins, and they build momentum. Instead of staring at this giant, vague task, you get clear little actions that feel doable. So you start sooner, keep more focus, and make steady progress instead of spiraling in delay.
How can students avoid procrastination while preparing for exam or completing assignment?
Time management turns good intentions into concrete plans. It helps you decide when and for how long you'll work on a task instead of letting vague intentions drift. You give them structure. So less room for avoidance and more room for actually doing the work. It's like telling your future self, don't worry, I've got you.
Can technology and AI help people overcome procrastination? If yes, what are some useful tools or methods?
Make a realistic study plan with short, specific blocks. Start with the easiest topic to build momentum. Use active methods like practice questions instead of only rereading. Set tiny rewards. And most importantly, start early so you don't trap yourself in deadline panic.
What daily habits can help someone become more disciplined and consistent?
Checking that. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Tech and AI can be great supports if you use them intentionally. For example, AI can help break tasks into steps, generate study plans, or nudge you with daily check ins. time management apps uh, with methods like Pomodoro make focus more doable. The key is using tech as a tool, not a distraction. Paired with consistent habits and self discipline, AI tools can make it much easier to stay on track and get things done.
If someone has been procrastinating for years, where should they begin today?
Start with a fixed morning routine. Plan your top 3 tasks each day. Use short focus sessions like 25-minute intervals. Do a quick evening review to check what worked and what needs adjusting. And be kind but steady with yourself. Consistency builds through small daily wins, not dramatic overnight changes.
Finally, if you could give me three golden rules for overcoming procrastination and becoming more productive, what would they be?
Okay, just three. First, start small and start now. Commit to 5 minutes. Momentum does the heavy lifting. Second, plan tomorrow tonight. One or maybe two priority tasks, nothing more. And third, make distractions harder to reach. Put the phone in another room, block tempting websites, lower the activation energy, and raise the friction for distractions. Start small, plan lean, block distractions. Those three rules will carry you a long, long way.
Thank you very much, ChatGPT, for this productive discussion.
You're very welcome, Dr. Mazar.
Bye bye.
Bye.